So hello everybody, welcome back. I hope that you like this series. It's about what's wrong with certain TV series, or what movies went wrong, or what series get wrong, based upon observation and comparison to real life scenarios. So we're going to be talking about The Walking Dead. Of course, Venezuela doesn't have a zombie apocalypse yet, because for all I know, we already have a lot of apocalypse going on. So we are still missing the aliens and the zombies, and there is a bet going on about which one will come first. But I'm thinking that the aliens will come first. But yeah, there is actually a poll going on about that one, by the way. But they said that the aliens will never come here because somebody will steal their spaceship, and then they will know that they cannot park here. So they're probably going to park in another country and then travel here if they can go through the borders, which, unless they know someone, they're probably going to get robbed, and killed and then sold or whatever. So, yeah, I still think that they will come first, though. Anyway, having said that, then, grab your coffee and enjoy. And I hope that this is helpful somehow. And if you wanted to share one with me, links for that down below. And if you wanted to take a look at my books, links for that down below. I get interrupted all the time. So anyway, besides that, I do remind you that the series that I'm making, if you want them to continue, please let me know, because I have too many reproduction lists. So I'm trying to make them, the priority based upon what you like best. So anyway, so this one is a reproduction list. So I'm doing 5 each video so that it makes sense, and so that it's a short video. So here we go. So in this one, there are no people hunting in the city, and there is even if it has been very little time, you will see people hunting pigeons. You will see a lot of things going on in terms of animals. I have mentioned this a lot in other videos. So the animals are not being portrayed properly in the series. Not the wild animals, but especially the ones that are in the cities, are near the road also. The animals are like no portrayed at all, and it's insane, because people will actually hunt animals. People will look everywhere for their pets. There will be people that will be crazy, and they will be even offering money and food for the pets that they have lost. And in fact, if you have a pet, even during hard times, that pet, if it is a pedigree thing or whatever, it's going to be worth so much money that actually people will probably steal it from your hands so that they can grab it and sell it, or even trade it. This one is not portrayed properly, the animal thing. In fact, if you have zombies and everything, you will probably want to have pedigrees or dogs or animals that will let you know that there is danger nearby. And there will be a lot of people that will actually use this. Even in a zombie apocalypse, you will not think like that, but animals will actually be useful, and they will be in every single apocalyptic situation that I have seen. People will, people will not travel without their pets. Some people. And it's insane, because, how many people do you know that they love animals more than they love people? So, this kind of behavior is not portrayed properly there. So, not happening. And then, no mental problems whatsoever in the groups. Yeah. How many people do you know that depends upon, pills because they have depression, anxiety, they have mental issues, schizophrenia, whatever it is, insane. No. The mental problems are not being portrayed properly. Not everybody will have the mental stability to even cope with this thing. I mean, there are situations in which you can tell that the characters are kind of stressed, but you being kind of stressed is not the same as having a mental problem. And so the population that actually have mental problems is not portrayed properly, not even in the statisticals for the groups. Um, so no, that one doesn't make a lot of sense. You need to be able to understand the current situation with mentally ill people. There will be people that probably worship the zombies, by the way. There will be people that will be like that. And there will be people that probably will want to sacrifice themselves for the zombies, because that actually also happens. And there will be a lot of people that oh my God, you have no idea. So they did not take this into consideration. They're assuming that everybody is okay and they will just deal with it. No, they won't, especially not right now. So the next one is that they have no dental pain, no dental issues, no dental emergencies. People may fall and they do not bleed in their gums. Nobody complains that they have cavities. Nobody complains that they have no ability to brush their teeth. There is no complaint about not having toothpaste. I mean, there will be people that literally will go crazy and they will trade a lot of things, and they will beg sometimes for toothpaste and being able to feel human, as in brushing your teeth, especially during hard times, because three things are extremely important when you're having a bad day, and that is being able to wash your face, being able to brush your teeth, and being able to comb your hair. Because that will actually will calm you down, and it will actually bring you some sort of stability and things like that. And not one of these three things is portrayed in any of those series. In fact, every time that you're stressed, you're probably going to go to the bathroom. And it's not because you want to go to the bathroom. By the way, you will be going to the bathroom because you will be peeing a lot, especially if you're a woman. But no, I'm talking about the dental pain, because how many people do you know that they actually carry in their EDC, their tooth broth, toothpaste, and how many people do you know that actually have good teeth? Besides me, because I do have good teeth. So who do you know that actually have good teeth? That that they don't require orthodontists. They don't require In fact, one of the top 5 doctors that you will be likely missing the most is going to be a dentist. Because there will be a lot of people that have bruxism. There will be a lot of people that have gum issues. There will be, oh my God, and this one. Nobody complains in this series. Nobody says anything. Nobody has tooth that they have to be removed by a tool because you are in so much pain, and you don't know what to do, and you want to kill something or someone or even yourself because of so much pain that you have because of your tooth. So no. And by the way, this is a lot. This is quite frequently, by the way. Like I said, one of the top 5 doctors that you're going to need or want to see is a dentist. And in fact, dentists here, oh my God, they are very expensive for us, but they are still extremely cheap if you come from another country, because in another country, you're going to a dentist to have your tooth fixed. It might be $5,000 or something like that, but in here, it's about $600. So, $600 versus $5,000. In fact, a lot of people come from other countries to this country just to have their tooth fixed, because dentists are one of the few people that are actually making a lot of money. Because, like I said, how many people do you know that actually have good teeth and they will never complain about pain in those aspects? Like I said, besides me, because thank God I don't have that problem. I do have problems with gums, but that one is another issue. So gums and teeth, not the same, and yet, you will need, especially, So this one, not portrayed at all properly. And this one. So there are, problems with batteries, flashlights, and all kinds of things, and yet, in the movie, or in this series, and even in the movies, no one seems to be making candles out of oil or fat And nobody seems to be making fat from animals, which is insane. People will learn. It's one of those, that you will learn 10 things. I'm thinking about going to do that series, but I do not know if it will be good. But top 10 things that you are going to learn. One way or another, you will learn it. And one of them will be how to do a freaking candle with oil. Because you will use the oil, and then, a lot of people will try to reuse the oil, but they can't, because then the taste of the food will be horrible. And then a lot of things. So, no, you gotta learn how to use oil to make to make candle and to make fires and to make stuff like that. And nobody's doing that. And then you're like, but there is a shortage of oil. Yeah, there is. But used oil is something that people will store to make these things. And used oil will be traded because of that. And you can also get the oil or the fat from animals, which is something that in this series they're not telling you. So if you are a person like a vegan that do not want to do these things, then you need to figure out how to do candles and how to have fires without fat from animals. And then all of these things are not being portrayed properly in the series, because how are you going to see in the middle of the night? It's not like darkness is going to disappear. And it's not like you can have a flashlight that will last you years. A flashlight that you're using, frequently will not last you even 1 week. And I can tell you right now, because we have been without power for several days straight. So, not happening. And then the next one. No cooking devices properly for indoor use. And then you're like, what? Well, I'm telling you. So, for example, let's say that you are in a house and then there are a lot of zombies all over, or you need to cook. What, do you think you're going to get propane? If you can get propane, oh my God. Oh, come on, I'm in Venezuela. This country produces propane, and oil. Probably all you need to do is dig a hole in your backyard and you're probably going to be able to do it. Oh, my God, seriously, there are people that even in their backyards are producing gasoline, because there is no such a thing as a gasoline in the gas stations. So, you getting propane? Right. Like I said, unless you're telling me that you're a politician or something like that, then okay, sorry, I will, lower my hat for you. But other than that, no. So, how are you going to cook inside? If it is raining or if it is, windy or whatever. If you're thinking that all the time you can go and do a grill outside, no, you won't. And in fact, there are a lot of people that will be making the devices that are for cooking indoors for emergencies. Why? Well, because you always need something hot, like a coffee or a tea or just hot water, because you can't afford or you can't find coffee or tea. So you need something hot, so you warm it up with whatever you find. And then you can't be outside all the time because it's too hot, too cold, too rainy, too whatever, too windy. So you need something from the inside. So I would like to know, why is it that every time that somebody is in the kitchens or any of these things, nobody seems to have those kind of devices? Because those kind of devices, people will improvise. They will make them with cans, with tin, the tin things. They will make it with metals. And they will be even traded. In fact, they are sold, trade, and a lot of things, and you need them. If you do not have them, you probably want to figure this one out, because if there are a bunch of zombies outside, you need to cook your freaking coffee and your food, and and you probably do not want to burn the house down, especially when you're having kids and stuff. You need something that is small, portable, and that doesn't consume a lot of fuel, something that you can turn on by just putting on a stick. And that one, you will be learning how to make it, how to trade it, how to use it, and how to do all these things. So again, this one is not there. So why are you are getting propane? Like I said, right? Propane is one of the things that will disappear, and unless you're telling me that there is actually an industry that is still standing up, then it's one of the top 5 things that will just disappear entirely, and you are not getting it back. because propane is a fuel. And so the only way that you might be able to get it is to trading, and nobody will trade you propane. You can trade gasoline, but nobody will trade you propane. No one. Because propane is more useful. And then you're like, yeah, no, I'm sorry, but no. It's one of those things that nobody will do, because cooking, you need for a living. Transportation, you can trade, you can do a lot of things for transportation. There will be a lot of people that have other kinds of means for transportation, even horses, for all I know, bikes, whatever. But propane, for indoor cooking, people will prefer propane all the time, because otherwise you will have to cook with a stick and a small thing, and then you have to set it up, because otherwise you will have a fire in your house. And a lot of people will burn their house, and they will burn their buildings, and will burn their apartments, because they do not understand how to do this one. So, no, this one is not portrayed properly. And that's it. So I hope that this was, helpful somehow. And yeah. So thank you again, and let me know in the comments if you want to know more about any of the particular series that, I'm working on. The Sarah series I am doing up until the end. The Hell is Moving, and so are we. I'm doing until the end. And maybe a couple of more series I am doing just because I'm used to doing it, or because I like them. But other than that, then, I will continue as long as, you let me know. And so, I want to keep in touch, so let me know in the comments, and thank you. See you again soon.